Welcome back, everyone, to another episode of the Anime Degens, episode 174. Today, we actually have a guest appearance, and at this point, I will let Tyler take it away.
I kind of put Nom on the spot there, y'all. I'm sorry about that. He don't know what to do after that. But today we do actually have a guest with us. It's our first time, getting together. And y'all will be surprised to know that his name is actually Tyler too. So,
What up?
if only since I edited this video and stuff, I think I'm gonna go ahead and put Tyler over Nom's video today too. That way we can have triple Tylers.
Or you can just call me your friendly neighborhood Tyler, man. Whatever's easier for you.
Exactly. We can do either one. But I think it would be funny to have three Tylers at once. But yeah, we got Tyler here. He wanted to come on, be a guest, and we figured we'd get him on. We love guests over here. But first things first, like we always usually do when we have guests on, we want to get to know who we're talking to. Let the audience get to know them too, kinda, and see what they're all about. So first things first, Tyler, do you want to give us a little intro about yourself? You got anything cool that you want to say to the people?
Yeah, sure. Hello, all the Anime Dungeons podcast listeners. I am your friendly neighborhood Tyler, man. I am a scriptwriter, voice actor, karaoke enthusiast, foodie, and cat daddy.
That's a hell of a resume. You,
Get to
you,
know me.
you
I'm fascinating.
yeah. So you said you're a karaoke enjoyer. You like doing that all the time? Like,
I
do
wouldn't
you
say
have
all the
karaoke
time because I
bars?
gotta risk my voice for work.
Okay.
Because what I do, I'm basically a brand ambassador for a window and door replacement company. And a good portion of what I do is it's technically not sales, but in a way it kind of is because I have to navigate with people. I really need to put a serious inquiries only thing on display.
Exactly. Yeah,
Yeah.
gotta get one of those for your door, bro. Let them know. um, but yeah, now we know Tyler. He's here. He does quite a few things. But you used to do a couple podcasts. And I know we
Yeah,
talked about that.
I got terminated from my job because apparently they love hiring incompetent people for reasons I'm not going to get into. And I didn't know what I wanted to do in life. So I figured I'd start a podcast.
That's the only reason you need, honestly, to start a podcast.
Yeah, but honestly, with guests, it kind of felt like herding cats after a while. I mean, don't get me wrong, I like talking to people about anime, manga, comics, the current trend that's going on right now in the geek community. But
Yeah.
time just really was not my friend. But I did have the opportunity to speak to a lot of interesting people. Ken Weisselman, Greg Wiseman, my buddy Rickman, who we're working on a project together. But I'm going to keep that under wraps for now. So shout out to you,
Mm-hmm.
Rickman. My buddy Mr. C, who did my theme song.
I found it pretty cool that you used to do like podcast stuff. It's always cool when I get to talk to like people who do that sort of thing, and especially like people who like do like a broad spectrum, instead of just like anime like us, like all the comics and stuff like that. That's pretty cool to do. But I think that like you said, like talking to all the different people and stuff, that's one of the best parts about being a podcast. But also like it's kind of hard at the same time because
Well,
time
it's kind of a blessing
schedule.
in disguise, the whole podcast thing. I did get the chance to meet and stay in touch with many wonderful people, a good
Hmm.
portion of whom are involved in the project. It definitely also made me realize that I don't want to work in retail ever again because people.
Well, I haven't never worked in retail much. I've always been a behind closed doors kind of thing. Factories
Yeah,
and all that good
finally
stuff.
don't recommend it.
Yeah, Nam does though. Nam loves it though. He's a people person, so shout
Well,
him
you are
too,
a
but
better
to an
man than I
extent.
in that regard.
He's the CEO of Micro Center, if you didn't know. So
Not the CEO. Not the CEO, but I am a front end supervisor at one of the locations.
I mean, that's still pretty brag worthy, man.
Mhm.
It is
Ah,
definitely. No, it is a lot of fun. A lot of it's really just because of the people that work there too. Everyone there obviously they're super passionate about electronics and stuff, so it definitely makes the job a lot easier.
uh, so we wanna figure out kind of like what your anime origin story is. Kind of like how did you get started with like how did you get into anime, like
So when I was
all that good
really
stuff.
young, I was a Disney kid. Favorite movie was Lion King. And my
Same.
dad picked up these tapes who he thought were Lion King tapes, but they weren't Lion King. So for all you old school anime fans, you know what name I'm going to be dropping. My first anime experience ever was Kimba the White Lion.
I've never heard of that, but I'm not an old
It's an
school
old
anime
school
fan.
60s. You ever hear of Astro Boy?
Yeah, yeah, I know about Astro Boy.
Yeah, it was created by the same guy.
Okay,
So it's like one of the very few first anime to ever become international.
okay. Have you ever heard of that? I guarantee
I've
Dan
heard
has.
of it. I've
Okay.
heard of it. I've not seen it, but I have heard of it.
Yeah, they have some repeat episodes on YouTube, but the '60s one, the dubbing is kind of weird, but give them some slack. It's the '60s. They also
Yeah.
have the '89 reboot and a couple of the
Okay.
older other reboots that are a little more recent, comparatively speaking.
Okay. That's pretty cool though. That like, you just got started on anime by mistake. Did that did you watching that? Did it make you curious? Like, and you just start getting into anime? Like, what happened after that? Like, what made you get into it?
Well, it was definitely enjoyable, very nostalgic, and as years progressed, I was eventually segued into other stuff. Stuff like the anime that was on Kids WB, like Pokemon, Yu-Gi-Oh, One Piece,
Peak.
the
Yeah.
Toonami stuff, like Zatch Bell, Dragon Ball, Naruto, Bleach, Hamtaro, if anybody remembers that.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and then eventually that segued into other stuff.
So you basically been an anime fan for, your whole life pretty much, right?
Yeah. And even a lot of the
Okay.
stuff I didn't know was anime I still liked, like the original Transformers cartoon. Thank you, Toei.
Yeah. Well, that's the same thing with me, It's like when I was growing up, I watched Pokemon and stuff, and I didn't know it was an anime until I was much older, and I was like, what is anime? And you figure it out as you go along. You just think it's cartoons when you're that young.
You know,
So
I
I mean,
gotta
that's
say
what
that's the
everybody
one
says.
thing I hate Japan that Japan actually does better than us. They do animated
Cartoons.
openings a lot better than us. Like, if you
Well, I
ever look up
mean,
the original X-Men series in Japanese, the
I
intro
haven't
is so
actually.
much more badass, but our theme song definitely hits a whole lot harder.
I would be willing to say that most things, if you translate them to Japanese, like a song or whatever, they instantly sound more badass, in my opinion.
Well, yeah,
Um,
but a lot of times they just keep it the same. Like the Gargoyles Japanese intro, they basically kept it the same. The only thing they did different was that they used a different voice actor for Goliath.
okay,
But which kind of gave it like an 80s, 90s vibe. Like I would say something of a dark Ghibli movie, if that makes sense.
yeah, it makes sense. But that's pretty cool. Like Dan and Dan's our other co-host, which he's out on, I guess, what do we paternal leave? I guess we call it
Yep.
for the podcast. He
Yep.
just him and his wife just had a baby, so
Oh,
he's
congrats.
on daddy duties right now. So it's just me and Nam holding down the fort today. But Dan and Nam, they're very much old school anime fans. They've been watching for a long time, all that stuff. I did watch when I was younger. but I didn't watch it hardcore like they did. I did start watching it like when I was, older teenager again or whatever. So I'm a little late to the party, so I didn't get to watch all those cool things. So
If it makes you feel any better, that's a common age
yeah,
for people to start being introduced to anime. I'm trying to introduce my buddy to anime, and he's in his 30s. So take that with a
no,
grain of salt.
hey, no better time to start than now. I've introduced plenty of my friends that are around my age, which is 30s, to anime. Actually, Naruto and One Piece, and like it got them hooked, bro. Like they literally can't stop watching anime now. So
I gotta
um,
say, the whole Naruto One Piece community is kind of funny. It's like the authors themselves are basically best friends, but
yeah.
the fans continue having pissing contests. Like, Naruto can solo the One Piece first. Like, who
It's just
gives
the
a
way it
shit?
is. It's just the way it is, bro. I mean, you're always gonna find that kind of discourse, especially like you add in like Dragon Ball. Like there's so many Dragon Ball fans. It's all the time. Like Luffy can do this. Goku can do this. I don't know. It's just it doesn't matter. Just watch the anime and have fun. So but it's always fun trying to figure out like how people got into anime, because each one of us is different. Even though like a lot of us like we started watching anime as a kid, it kind of like happened differently. Like you watched like a random movie that you got on accident and it just catapulted you into, that space, So, but also like speaking on like since you like anime and stuff, like what is your favorite type of anime? Like what kind of genre you like the most? You
Right
like
now, I'm kind of doing the fantasy binge. A lot of
okay,
the isekai stuff is kind of good. Um, I don't think I can do an anime without some form of levity.
okay.
I mean, not including the Ghibli movies because they're
Ghibli's a
just. I
classic,
feel
you
like
know what I mean?
Ghibli's could be their own category at
Yeah.
this point. But I can never really get into Attack on Titan because it's like they have to kill people every few episodes,
Mhm.
and it's like I get it, but
Yeah.
it just kind of felt like the anime equivalent of what you call it, Game of Thrones. There's betrayal and death,
Yeah, it does.
and there's fan service, but not the kind you want.
Yeah, I get what you're saying there. Attack on Titan's very dark and gritty. Like it's not gonna be for, everyone.
It
Um
feels like Attack on Titan just kind of died down, didn't it?
yeah, I
It's like it
think
was definitely hyped up for a while, but then it's like you see all the Attack on Titan cosplayers, but then it just disappeared.
well, I think it also didn't help that, it ended. So like people stopped talking about it because it ended, I think. And I don't think I think a lot of people wasn't satisfied with the ending. So they're kind of mad about it, I guess. I
I
don't
mean, it kind
know.
of makes you wonder what anime is going to be still talked about to this day, and which one's just going to be forgotten about.
Yeah, I mean that's the thing is like you never know like how an ending is going to be received or like how the legacy is going to be carried forward and like that's you was talking about Ghibli. Ghibli is one of the ones that are crazy about doing that. Like their like shit like holds up. Like it doesn't matter when it was released or whatever. Like it people still watch it today and they still like love it
Well, yeah,
today,
that's
you know what I mean?
because Hayao Miyazaki and all these wonderful guys from Studio Ghibli actually know how to create world building and story structure and strong female characters.
I also think that it has something to do with like I think that he knows how to appeal to everyone and not just anime fans, because like you I feel like even though they don't think it's an anime or they probably don't know, what Studio Ghibli is or whatever, I would be willing to bet like you talk to like most households and you tell them like a list of like Ghibli movies or whatever and they will be able to like tell you, say, "Hey, I've seen at least one of those." You know what I mean? So,
Oh, absolutely.
but they don't know. They don't know that it's anime, and they don't, or whatever. But it doesn't
I
matter at
mean,
that
a lot of
point. So,
people that grew up on anime, I mean, either they're either still big anime fans today, or it's just like that show they grew up with, like Sailor Moon or Dragon Ball or Pokemon.
you know, those type of shows, like, they hold a special place in a lot of people's hearts, because nostalgia reasons. I don't hardly ever go back and watch Pokemon and stuff, but I've heard like the new stuff is pretty decent. But you know,
Is it though?
that's what I've heard. I've heard that people enjoy
I
it.
mean,
Dan enjoys
obviously
it. So
people are still riding the Pokemon bandwagon, but the
maybe,
Well,
I
animation
to be
mean,
fair,
style is
no,
kind of
they've also finally put Ash to rest,
they moved on.
which
Yeah,
was a
we talked
huge
about that.
thing.
Yeah.
so what, he can
Mhm.
finally
Because
hit puberty now?
exactly,
No, no, he's just
it,
gone
it
forever, but not
no, they
forgotten.
didn't take him out back like old Yeller. All right, calm down now. They're gonna let him age though. Yes,
Did they actually
he's
say that?
he's
No.
finally gonna get to go to school,
Okay. Okay.
be a normal
Hell
kid for
yeah.
once.
Achieve all their dreams, not just be the very best. So,
Oh,
Very
I don't know.
best
Maybe
10-year
he's
old that ever
cashing in his
was.
Pokemon royalties.
exactly. Maybe he's making big bucks now.
He's a Pokemon champion. Of
Yeah,
course
he
I
did
he
gotta
is.
become the
say, it is kind
champion.
of funny that the most successful franchise globally is just basically the Michael Vick of video games.
Not basically, it is. Just
Yeah,
dogfighting.
but then they toss in words like friendship. It's like, because I love you, why didn't you go fight this 6-foot rhino creature?
Even though you might die,
Yeah.
go do it, please. For me, please. You said you was into isekai stuff, right? Fantasy isekai stuff. Like,
Yeah,
what
I
you been
started
watching
this
lately?
weird one where this guy was reincarnated as a vending machine of all things.
Peak
You say what
peak
you want about
trash, as I
Japan,
call it.
but they're definitely creative with their storytelling.
Yeah.
I mean, granted, a lot of
So
the stuff they taught you is a real "what the fuck did I just watch" kind of a thing, but it never gets boring. You got to give Japan that.
so wait till I tell you about this little gem that's airing this season. I don't know if you've heard about it yet, but let me see. What's it called? My Ridiculous Reincarnation is what it's called. It's on Crunchyroll, and
Ridiculous.
rib like your ribs, ridiculous.
I'm trying to figure out how that works.
So
So he's
basically,
developed consciousness inside the body as a rib.
listen. You'll just have to watch this, because trust me, like, you talking about some very creative ideals on isekai. They do like two. So like this dude, he gets isekai or whatever, right? And he can't move on until he's satisfied with his isekai life. And so each time he dies, if he's not satisfied, he goes back to the goddess and gets isekai into another world as another thing. And so like each episode has like at least two reincarnations, and like there's some bad shit crazy, reincarnations, like doorknobs, mirrors. Like it's some of the craziest shit I've ever seen. Like this show is like not supposed to be like a straight up isekai. It's supposed to be like kind of like a comedic meta version,
So kind of
parody
like
version.
Konosuba, but it's
It's
kind of like
sorta
instead. All
sorta.
right.
Yeah, it's very unique. I'll say that much. It's kind of like vending machine, except more batshit crazy. You know what I mean? It's got more.
So like in Tama level batshit crazy.
So yeah, I think so. Like you have the people that come up with vending machine, and they're like, huh, let me drink about 10 shots of whiskey and see what I can cook up. And they
And I feel
try.
like that's
So
more like a plot situation.
that too. It doesn't matter. Your
Ooh,
choice.
man. You'll be like, dope. Okay, it's like we have this one guy, he dies, but then he comes back as like this other guy's left testicle. We could totally make a 12 episode anime about that.
We ain't seen that yet, but I'm not ruling it out. So you never know, man. But it is worth a watch. It's pretty funny. I watch it. Dan watches it. So another thing before we like move on to like I got a couple more questions before we get to the One Piece stuff. You know, I know we're all excited about talking about One Piece, but we got a few more things. So um so it doesn't have to be in a specific ranking, right? I want to know some of your favorite anime. Like, what's some of your favorite anime? A couple of them.
Really enjoyed My Roommate is a Cat. It was really heartwarming,
Okay,
and for all the right reasons.
okay.
Um, that show, a lot of the Toonami stuff holds a lot of sentimentality. Is that a word? Fuck, I'm gonna use it anyway.
So people get it. People understand.
Like,
Sentimentality, I guess, would
yeah,
be.
there we go. Like Zatch Bell and Cyborg 009. Um, One Piece is obviously. I
I think
mean,
that's
I'm
the
still
answer
willing
Nom
to
was
watch
waiting for.
for over 20 years. Obviously, has to hold some water. No pun intended.
Exactly. Uh,
Uh, Obviously, the Ghiblis are always good. Yu Yu Hakusho, which I'm probably going
ooh.
to get the heat on, but is better than Hunter x Hunter.
I, I don't think you will. I think so. I haven't like obviously I haven't fully watched it, Yu Yu Hakusho or Hunter x Hunter. But Dan
We
and
haven't even watched
Nom,
Dragon Ball Z either, by the way.
uh, I've watched almost all of Dragon Ball. It's fine, Nom. Chill.
Yeah,
Original
all but
Dragon
like
Ball,
three
Dragon Ball
episodes.
Z, Dragon Ball Super, Z Kai, GT, Daima. Which one are we
Yeah,
talking?
I've watched almost all of the original Dragon Ball.
When Goku was a kid, and he
Yeah,
had like zero chill.
which is
And
lovely. I really
he
love that
has like
one.
3 episodes left before he finishes it, and then can start Z, and refuses to watch it.
I would start with Z Kai. It's more
Oh,
canon.
I would definitely. I if I ever get past, if I get ever get finished with Dragon Ball, but it's a bit now. But if I ever get past Dragon Ball, I'm definitely watching Kai. I'm not watching Z.
Also,
So
a couple stuff I want to mention is like the stupid funny stuff, are not even the stuff that's always targeted towards guys, like Orin High School Host
yeah,
Club.
yeah.
That one's definitely enjoyable. A lot of
Okay.
Shakespearean theme in it.
So you like a lot of variety. It seems I like that. I'm also a
I
variety
can't
guy.
stick with
So
one genre. That would
yeah.
piss me off more than anything. Because, like, one of my friends told me that a lot of the fantasy stuff that exists is people screaming for help, and it is. Harry Potter, I need you to help me. Bilbo, I know you're smoking your pipe full of weed and shit, but come on, I need your help slaying this dragon so the dwarves can go back to being greedy little shits.
I mean,
Uh, Prince
it's a proven
Ashikaga, we
recipe.
need
You
your
know.
help. I mean, I know you're cursed, but we need your help.
Mm-hmm.
Like every fantasy thing does have somebody, even the modern stuff like Shrek. I mean, granted, that one was more of an ultimatum, but yo, help me get my
Yeah.
side so I can rule this kingdom.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, I get it. Like I said,
Which he
it's a
was kind of
proven
doing
recipe.
already.
It's what works. So
Yeah, I mean, yeah, if people didn't ask for help, Dungeons and Dragons would probably never exist. Change my mind on that.
yeah, I mean, that's the main thing is like you set out on a journey, right? Or you set off a goal in mind, and you gotta help defeat something, right? You gotta help people. So it's just the way it is. So
Yeah. Oh, the campfire cooking, where the one that guy gets, he's got to another world,
and
but
he
then
has to
it's like
feed the
this
giant
cooking
wolf
saves
or
him from the
whatever.
Fenrir.
Yeah.
It's like who's still a
Uh,
badass, but is like Beerus if he was a dog.
he all he wants is food. That's it. He just
Yeah.
goes and kills shit, and
Specifically
like
meat.
the dude cooks it up.
Yeah. So
Have you have you
yeah,
ever
go ahead.
watched Dungeon Meshi?
Is that the one where that 40-year-old guy gets turned into a kid, but he's kind of like a perverted kid? Or am I thinking of
No,
another?
no, I'm talking about Delicious in Dungeon. If you
Oh,
recognize
no.
that one,
Yeah, right, right. Yeah. I've seen a
yeah.
couple of episodes of that.
I feel like you would enjoy that one if you like campfire cooking in another
Yeah.
world.
I mean, Netflix is doing great stuff with anime nowadays. Seven Deadly
They are,
Sins,
yeah.
Agretzko, Beastars was weird,
Pluto.
but still weirdly enjoyable.
Mhm. Um, Also, like I noticed you mentioned like my roommate is a cat. I assume you like shows with cats because you're a cat daddy. You said,
Yeah,
um,
speaking of, time for your guest. Hello. Hi. Yes, hi. My
do,
name is
do, do
Cleo.
do they ever watch the cats on the screen too, or nah?
Her favorite movie is The Cat Returns.
Okay, okay.
Right, Cleo? Is not your favorite movie? Okay, I'm gonna let you go now.
They're like,
Thank you.
put me down. Uh, no. So there's another movie that I like. Every time I get a chance to mention it, I love mentioning it. I want people to watch it, especially people who loves cats. It's called Ramen Nakaneko, Red Cat Ramen. Have you seen that or heard
Oh
of it?
yeah, yeah, I've seen that one.
It's where all the
It's
cats
it's
like
pretty
run the
good.
ramen shop.
Yeah, and they got a tiger, but she's like really timid.
Yes, the
Oh,
tigers
other
actually
really
Sayori
animal mouth.
Hayami.
Yeah. Oh, another good animal-based anime is Polar Bear Cafe.
Okay, I've actually heard of that. I ain't seen it though, but I've heard of it. So
Yeah, oddly and funny enough, it does have a good intro. Funny enough,
okay, yeah,
it's
yeah.
more
I
slice
mean,
of lifey, but it's kind of Zootopia. But like there are people in there. Like one of the main characters is a panda, and he has a part-time job working at a zoo as part of the panda exhibit
okay.
because he's so lazy he really can't do anything. So it's like we need you to get a job. So just sit in a zoo and be adorable all day.
Yeah, I mean, I love the sound of that. I love anything that sounds cute and slice of lifey. And now when I'm gonna get to it, who knows? But I'd love to watch it someday.
Well, here's a question for y'all. I'm
What's up?
assuming you're both dubbers and subbers, correct?
I I I lean more sub. I do watch dub. It just depends on the show. So,
All
I
right.
do
Is there
both.
a Japanese voice actor you like to meet?
what would you say, Nom?
I said I watch both. Um, None that I can really think of off the top of my head.
You wouldn't want to meet Mayumi Tanaka?
I mean, I'd probably want to meet all of them, but there's none that I can think of off the top of my head that I would be like, that's the one that I want to meet the most.
I would say the guy that does Frieza in Japanese. I really love the energy he puts in that character, as well as the other stuff he's done, like he was Caesar Clown in One Piece. And
Okay.
who's the mad scientist guy in Bleach? I'm spacing on his name.
Uh, I know who you're talking about. It's to do with the mask and like he's the
He's the guy with
research
a bug.
dude.
He's got like a
Huh?
bug sword or bug bankai.
Yeah, I forget his name. It's like it starts with a K. Uh, it's Kurasuchi. Kurasuchi.
Yeah, Kurasuchi, him. Probably butchering that name,
Yeah, well, I probably am
or
too.
original
So
Frankie voice actor. I mean, I
yeah,
don't hate the new guy. He's doing a good job with it.
it's hard, man. It's hard. It's hard adapting that role. You know what I mean? Like when
It
you have
really
somebody
is.
that was made for like made that role, it's hard to like take it over. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I gotta say,
So
Frankie, as far as his voice actors go, um, he's definitely one of the more interesting choices. Like his English voice actor, Patrick States, uh, he really matches his more physical appearance, whereas Japan took a completely different route. And like that guy, the original one, really matched more of his energy. So it's like it
okay,
works, but in two different ways.
yeah. I mean, I enjoyed both of them, but I do like the Japanese better after I got watching, the Japanese version, for a while now, so I kind of gravitate towards that. But I enjoyed, I watched most of One Piece dubbed, and I really enjoyed it. I know a lot of people do enjoy the dub too. So as far as me, like, I think Sayori Hayami would probably be one of my picks. That's probably one of my favorite voice actors. Obviously I have like several, but like I would love to meet her. And also Aoi Yuki, I would love to meet her too. And probably like Mamoru Miyano. I like him a lot. So I mean, there's so many, man. Like I have so many. I'm fans of so many. It would be a dream to even get to meet half of them. So or a quarter of them. So maybe one of these days. But um, you got anything else you want to ask real quick before we get into the Great Pirate era, as you said?
No, man, I'm ready to dive into this.
Hell yeah.
Thank God I'm not a devil fruit user though. But
You might drown, huh? If you dive into it. Okay, so it seems like from what we've heard you talking about, you've been watching One Piece for a long, long time. So did you start watching it like when you was a kid, or like when did you actually start watching it?
since Four Kids made its way into America, when Sanji was smoking lollipops
Yeah.
and Helmeppo had that weird device thing. Do you remember
No,
that one?
I
And we
don't remember
never
that.
found out what happened to Nami's mom.
I don't so I didn't watch much for kids. I do remember like the lollipop thing, like that was, I do remember that. But I don't remember much of anything else because I didn't actually watch much for kids version of it. So I do remember like the hints of like the theme song. So I'm sure Nam watched a lot of for kids stuff. So
Didn't care for
I,
that theme song. I know
I
why
did
people
watch.
like it. It's just it didn't make sense.
It was just what was popular with the music industry at the time. That's all. No, I do remember watching a lot of the Four Kids, and I don't remember Helmeppo having that device just because we only saw so much of him, and it was so early on. But I do remember those other changes and stuff like that. And then I know that they changed a few of the other characters too, so they didn't look as like, I don't know, brutal, if you will. I want to say it was Bad Axe Morgan, I think it was.
Yeah.
He was slightly changed too. um so based then around the fact that you have been watching for so long, and we have gone through quite a lot of the different arcs that the show has obviously encompassed. If you could drop one arc from the story, which would it be? And why Fishman Island?
oh my god. Under Fishman Island.
Listen,
But no, which one would it be
actually,
and
no,
why
look,
would you choose it?
I'm gonna acknowledge your first statement about Fishman Island. Cody Jones, let's call spade to spade here, okay?
It's fucking useless. It was
He was
so
a shit
boring.
villain. Okay? I mean, what? I'm racist because I can be racist.
But
Congratulations, your best
Shirahoshi.
character development as a celestial fucking dragon.
There's only literally two good things that happened in that entire arc, Tyler, and it was Shirahoshi being revealed to be Poseidon
And Sanji
and
almost
fucking
died.
Noah. No, and
Oh.
Noah.
Really? So you're not going to acknowledge Jinbei's backstory or acknowledge a little more sympathy of why Arlong hates people?
Uh, First off, fuck Arlong. Second off, you can
Look, I'm not
easily tie
justifying
in
Arlong, all
Jinbei's.
right?
You
I
can
mean,
you can easily though tie in Jinbei's backstory at a later point and still have it be just as impactful. In fact, maybe even
yeah,
more
you
so by being
could.
able to focus on it in a backstory instead of all
I
those
mean,
stupid fucking special episodes we got.
listen, he could have done that in Whole Cake or Wano, where he was a legitimate member. But I think it was a good segue for the whole world building aspect. And yeah, Arlong can go suck a dick, assuming he doesn't bite it off. But I mean, come on, you gotta admit, he was a better written villain than Hody Jones was.
Yeah.
Yes, but at the same time, I would have rather them have actually brought back Arlong in, you know, Fishman Island, and then have him be some like returning villain, a la Frieza style.
Well,
Listen,
like
the
maybe
only
he ate the
Oda
boss.
doesn't. Oda typically doesn't forget people.
Yeah.
Oh, I
Even
Well,
if they
know.
don't come back at some point or another, the only way they don't come back is if they're dead. And we know they're dead, especially when they're devil fruit users. Like Absalom. We see him in Thriller Bark. We never see him again. What happened to him? They just killed him for his devil fruit.
Yep.
mhm.
I mean, if you're gonna hunt
Uh,
devil fruits, invisibility is kind of a shit power.
it kind of is actually, but
I
I mean,
mean,
he put it to good use,
it's
I
just I
guess,
could
right?
think of 5 devil fruits that would have been better for him. Like Daz Bones is devil fruit. That would have been cool. Or Diamond Jozu. That's 2 devil fruits. That would have been cooler for Shiryu.
Why? So one thing like about Fishman Island, like why couldn't they like just bring Arlong back and let him eat those little balls or whatever that Horty Jones was eating, right? Like that would have made him like a powerful, more powerful version of Arlong, right? That would have worked,
You know,
right?
I don't hate that idea, honestly. But I mean, that would probably be a little weird. Well, I mean, now that Hacha back in the story, it's like, does he betray Arlong? Does he help Luffy?
I also don't really see the king, like King Neptune, necessarily welcoming him back
Hmm.
like
Yeah.
that. You know, I
I
know
mean that
that like
makes
Hody
sense.
Jones
Yeah.
wasn't necessarily accepted either, and he was basically banished from
But
the
he wasn't
city.
no
But
Arlong.
exactly,
Mm,
they were still trying
But
to keep him away, but he
yeah,
didn't
I
already
don't.
leave the seas.
I
Yeah,
mean,
but again, Arlong's hatred of humans is by far more reasonable than Hody Jones's.
I can't even remember like why he hated
He
humans.
doesn't. He literally has no reason. That's the
Oh.
reason. He. It's just racism for the sake of racism.
Oh, that is right. Yeah, that is right.
Yep.
That's it. His mother wasn't killed by a human.
He just hates humans because of what happened to his race of people long ago.
he
He's
can't
not
let it
like the
go.
last
Yeah,
surviving member of a what is he? A great white shark fish man? I think
hell if
that's
I
what it's.
know.
It's not like he's the last member of that particular type of fish man. He's just racist because he's a racist asshole. That's it. Definitely not one
Sometimes
of Oda's better Ren villains. But to be fair, he does give us a lot of villains we can hate and enjoy hating, like Caesar Clown.
I also think like that was early on too, and like that was when he was trying to build the world and explain the powers and stuff. He wasn't really trying to write like
But I don't
detailed
think,
villains.
yeah, but Fishman really wasn't bad. It did give the Straw Hats the chance to flex what they've been training for 2 years on. So you got to give Fishman props on that, if nothing else.
And then, like I said, you got the Sanji almost dying. That shit was that shit was so funny, bro.
I would say Long Ring Island. I mean, other than introducing Akoiji and Luffy realizing that he needs to get stronger, it really didn't do anything. I mean, it was like a good, like if you told me that was a filler arc, I would have believed you.
Okay.
I hate that it's not. Fucking hate that it's not.
I mean,
Ah,
is Fox
I
even
hate
relevant
Silver.
anymore?
I seriously hate Silver Fox Foxy. He is my least favorite character.
Foxy's gonna come back in the end
Hands
game,
down.
boys.
Shut the fuck up, Tyler.
See, okay, number
Shut the
4.
fuck up right now.
Okay, see that would be another great devil fruit for them to hunt.
Oh
I
shit.
wouldn't doubt that they probably are going for it. But Foxy fucking debut backed them.
Yeah, but back to the Blackbeard pirates, it feels like a lot of the fruits they've collected were for stealth reasons, like Pizarro's, Katarina Devon's, um, Shirley of the Rain. They're all stealth-based fruits.
Knowing Blackbeard though, it's probably all by his design. He's probably got this big master plan that's going to utilize all of those fruits, and it's going to help him with being able to get to where he needs to so he can use his fruits and kill whoever he wants.
I welcome the plan that welcomes turning people into women. What was that disease again? It was like
I
it
have
was
no idea.
Law's crew.
Yeah. I have no idea what that was, but
Wasn't that a filler shit
No,
or
no, that was
something?
no.
canonical.
Really?
That happened
I
like
always
right after Wano.
I always thought that was filler, bro.
No,
Yeah.
Okay.
everything that's happening, Tyler, is actual canon. It's all like
I
seriously,
re-
each chapter is basically, or each episode is basically a chapter.
I remember when that shit hit, like everything exploded. Social media exploded with Law as a woman. I was just like, bro, y'all down
Dude, he
bad out
looked good as
here.
hell.
Yeah, he did, but y'all down bad out here. Making fan art of Law as a woman. Come on now. Down bad.
Oda
They act
started
like
it, all
Sanji
right.
out here. They're gonna start barking. But yeah, Oda kind of cooked with that. I ain't gonna lie. So
It kind of
if
makes you
he,
wonder if we're going to see people like Bartolomeo or Kid again. Well, I know we're going to see because Oda's wife said he will divorce her, or she will divorce him if Law dies.
Well,
I would
good.
divorce him
He's
too.
fucking yeah, same. All
I
right.
ain't
So
gonna say
that
I'll
being
drop
said,
One
though,
Piece, but I'll be very, very disappointed because Law is one of my favorite characters. So,
so real quick though, going back to the questions now. Speaking of Fishman Island, if there's any arc that deserves to be remade right now, what would you say it is?
I would definitely say Fishman. I do like your idea of having Arlong being reintroduced to that story.
No. It's not redone, right? Just remade in the same way that they remade Fishman Island with like the new visual styles, maybe shorten up some of the
Oh,
story,
okay.
right? But
like a
what arc
visual touch up,
deserves
you
to
know?
be remade in
In terms of
that
that
same
animation
style?
style.
Yep.
Yeah. 'Cause they
Punk
just
Hazard would
recently
be kind of
did, Fishman Island like not even a year ago. It's been probably 8, 9 months or so. They did a whole Fishman Island like reboot, I guess you can say, where they done in like new animation style and stuff like that. So
And they cut out
Punk,
some of the filler stuff too. So like
mhm.
they
Punk
shortened
Hazard
the
would be
season
kind of
itself.
cool.
Which one?
Punk Hazard would be kind of cool.
Okay.
You know, I don't hate that, even though like I kind of hated that arc in the beginning, but
Well, okay,
then
what's the hate about the arc?
well,
You need
I didn't like it in the beginning, and then when we started getting to know Law a little bit more, then I became a fan of it. But also, I think at the time that like I had binged like One Piece for like a long time because I didn't watch it like in the beginning. You know what I mean? Like I binge watched it, and I was about like 4 months in or something like that, watching like crazy, and I got to that. And I guess it was like a mix of burnout and like just like a slow start to Punk Hazard. I guess I don't know. But then, like I said, Law come along, and I'm just like, man, this character kind of cool. I think Kinemon was there too at the time. Like it was a pretty cool time after it got rolling. So
well, the real question is what's going to happen with the Big Mom and Beast Pirates? That's the real question.
what is it?
What's going to happen with the Big Mom and the Beast pirates?
I mean,
I mean, we kind of
didn't
got a
the
little bit of a teaser with that one where Blackbeard came in, ended up stealing the chick with the third eye, and
Pudding?
then the
Puddin?
Marines, I believe, attacked the Beast Pirates because now the Kaido's not there to stop them. So they're pretty much going to be finished off because there's nothing there to really stop anyone from just destroying either of those two families now.
Yeah, I mean they're probably gonna be on the run too, right? Like trying to
I
get
mean, that'd be
away,
a
trying to
roll.
stay safe, whatever.
I mean, that could be a fun, reluctant alliance.
Oh,
Yeah.
together, like team up or whatever. I mean,
Yeah.
they already kind of was to an extent, but like unless people step up and be the leaders or whatever, which I don't know if they want to do or not, because that means that they would accept that like you know their leaders are dead, and we nobody really knows that yet. So um it's One Piece. We don't know. We're
The
never
only
sure if
way we
somebody's
know
actually
someone
dead.
dies is if their devil fruit goes to another person.
Yeah, or like ends up on in the world again or whatever, and we haven't really got that confirmation yet, right? So it's hard to see. It's hard to know. So for me, I feel like the one arc that I would want to be remade would have to be Marineford. I want that remade. That's my
Okay.
final answer. So
All
that's my
right.
final answer. I want
I
to.
mean, the
That's
whole series is going to be remade anyway.
yeah.
So what do
Well,
we call
yeah.
it? One Piece Kai?
The
So
One
like
Piece.
there's actually news about that. Like we was all thinking that it was gonna be like a One Piece like remade like all the way through, but apparently it's not. Like apparently rumor has it that it's only gonna be covering. It's gonna be like a Kai version of One Piece, but up to a certain point, and they're gonna stop it. So it's gonna be interesting to see what they actually do with that.
I mean,
Um,
One Piece is like what, 10% filler?
Yeah.
maybe even less than that because it's got so many episodes. You know what I mean?
They'll probably end up getting to like Alabasta, and if not,
I
then
would
they'll probably
say
go a little bit further than that.
I'd
But
say
I
right before
doubt
the
much
time
more.
skip, maybe like right when the Paramount War ends.
yeah. I was going to say like
Also, it's kind of
I
weird that we didn't see Arlong in Impel Down. That was weird, right?
I mean, it is, yeah.
Not if you didn't
But
get arrested. I mean, it's not
yeah,
like
maybe he got away. He's a
Marines were gonna
fish.
rush in and yeah.
No, he
He's
did.
slippery.
They covered this in an SBS for the manga.
Oh,
Achan was literally the only one that got away, and he opened up his own takoyaki stand.
I love that. I love that for Hotshot.
Yeah.
It kind of made me sad that Hotchan wasn't in the live action. That's one thing I
Not
really
in the
missed.
one act,
So
not yet.
yeah. Well, yeah, not yet, but like he had an important part in like the Arlong, and we didn't get to see it. So that's why I always tell like the One Piece live action fans, which I have quite a bit. I was like, you need to actually go back and watch
Well, I mean,
Arlong's
there's a
part.
lot of
You know,
characters that weren't
yeah,
introduced.
yeah, yeah.
Um,
No. But that's what I say. You need to
Richie
go
the
back and watch
Lion
the actual
wasn't there.
anime. So,
Um, the Usopp Pirates weren't there.
Usopp Fires. Okay, I like
That
that.
barrel guy, what was his name?
What is it?
The guy that was stuck in the barrel. He had the
Oh
big
god.
afro.
I remember, but I can't remember his name.
Yeah, him and a whole bunch of other guys didn't make it. That's kind of cool seeing Brooke in season 2, though.
Yeah, especially since we don't see him until ain't it after the time skip? It's Thriller Bark, but ain't that after the time skip or right before?
No,
I
right
forget.
before.
No, he's
Yeah, okay.
before.
Yeah.
Like
He's
right
But
in
that
he's
before
in
the
Water 7.
but that's a long way away, you know what I mean? Like and that's the thing too is like
I just find it funny we see him before Frankie.
yeah. It's gonna be fun too to see Frankie. Hopefully we get there, but I don't
I mean,
know.
maybe a flashback, like what you call it. He was the only Straw Hat that met Roger.
Who, Frankie?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Um, I mean, we might get a flashback of that. I mean, people that don't watch One Piece will be hella confused about some dude in their underwear, shouting super a lot, but just go with the flow, I guess. You know what I mean?
There's a talking raccoon.
Yeah, they'll
I
get
think that's
over it.
has sailed.
They'll get
Yeah, I
over it
think they'll
real
be
quick.
okay.
So real quick though, the arc that I would choose to have remade would be the entirety of Water 7.
Okay. So you going for are you going
Water
for like the
7 or
whole
Annie's
saga?
Lobby?
Water 7. So what happens before it as well as Eni's lobby. The entirety of it. So I want to see the Mary as well, including then us getting the Thousand Sunny. I
Man,
want
that would
all of
be
it.
a
I'm
that
kind
would
of
be a
curious to
great
see how they
scene.
pull that off.
Oh, what, in the live action?
Yeah. Also,
It's
I'm
gonna
kind of
be
curious to see what Kaku looks like the live action now that they didn't give Usopp his signature nose.
They would
I don't
probably
know.
just have the Usopp actor play him and give him just a slightly bigger nose to play.
No, no, they just give him
So
like
that way
a
Luffy can call him fake Usopp.
put a square on the top on the tip of his nose, bro. You know what I mean? No, that is good. That is a good choice. Like I really hope the live action gets there too, because I actually want to see that in the live action how they actually adapt it. So, but I really would like to see. I can't wait to see like all like the One Piece remake. I can't wait to see how far it goes, and actually, hopefully, it does go that far. And that way we can see that stuff. So, um, all right, Nam. What we got next, Nam?
Okay. Um I felt like we did a pretty good job actually of covering this one question here. So
Okay.
let's skip to do another a bit of a more interesting one, right? And this one here, if you need to look up characters by all means. Uh but instead of going for the traditionals, right? We're not talking about, hey, what are we gonna do for favorite straw hats? What are we gonna do about this? Let's talk about top three Marines slash Cypher Pole agents. Who do you think are the top three, in your opinion? Or who would you even say are your favorite
In terms
three?
of
Probably wouldn't say strongest. We're not talking about strongest. We're talking about your favorites, I guess.
do formers count? Like say people like Vegapunk?
We'll count them.
Right, I'm gonna go
I
with
would even count
Vegapunk.
like even government people, honestly, in this question. Like any government related people, probably.
I liked Caesar because of his voice actor and his devil fruit, but I think Vegapunk is the better scientist. And I find it hilarious why he considers Momo's devil fruit to be a complete failure.
Probably
It
just
wasn't
because
Yeah,
perfect, bro.
it's not the
yeah.
official fruit. It's not like how it's supposed to look,
Oh no,
right?
it's a failure because it's pink.
I mean, it's not
Exactly.
it's not a perfect replica. They have failed if they don't create a perfect replica, right?
Listen,
So,
I would rather take Momo's fruit than any of the smile fruit users.
I mean,
Like,
you
I don't
got a
want to
point.
be inside of a hippo's mouth for the rest of my life. Or have a lion attack my junk every time we get into a fight.
Yeah, no, for sure. um Not to mention too, it's just as powerful as the actual devil fruit too. So it's a mythical level devil fruit, regardless of what the color is. What would
I
that
would,
matter?
even though he's not as relevant, definitely Smoker.
Smoker's
Okay.
badass, yeah. I
Yeah,
wish we see I wish we see more of him, but we don't. So,
and of course Garp.
I love that. I love Garb.
I love that he purposely chooses not to get promoted because how much he hates the Celestial Dragons.
Do you want to
Yeah.
get promoted? No. Why? Fuck celestial dragons.
Wait, I meant the reason
Valid.
wrong. I shouldn't be saying that.
Yeah, valid reason. I like Garp too. He's one of my favorites as well. I
Yeah.
think Fujitora, I think is one of mine as well. I'm a big fan of him, but I think him and Garp are along the same lines as far as like what they stand for in some way, you know. Like they're not fully on the government side, but they're not fully on the, you know, the pirate side. They're on their own side, their own sense of justice, right? So
Okay. So,
Wait, do warlords count in this case? Because I feel like they're kind of an in between thing.
I will say no, because
All right,
warlords do have their own whole encompassing thing, and then they're also more treated as villains as well. Like I know that the world government did sanction them, but
it's
like
just to keep the other pirates in check, pretty much, you know.
yeah.
So
all right, fair enough.
Um
But the one thing I will say I do like about the live action is that we're getting a lot of characters that were introduced in SBSs, like the original Mr.
yes.
Seven and Mr. Four's sister.
Yes.
oh yeah, the
Um
baseball chick or whatever. Yeah,
Yeah,
pretty cool.
so
Yeah.
for me, I got to say one character that really stuck out a lot more after Aghat, and it was only until Aghat happened, and it's the only man who Luffy can remember his name. Kizaru.
Yeah. I mean,
As much
this is a
as
hard question. Yeah.
as much as he's still hated, the man had shown so much character in Egghead, and you could tell that it was really tearing him apart. And that level of growth in that kind of a moment, despite the fact that you're still the villain, honestly, kudos to you. Like you obviously still have your job to do, because if you don't do it, you're gonna be the one getting impaled.
I gotta say, Saturn's death was pretty good.
Oh God, yes. Um,
Like easily one of the most satisfying anime deaths you can think of.
oh yeah. Sengoku would be another one.
Yeah.
He didn't have
Yeah.
too much of a role, right? But like when he was there, he always portrayed that kind of like commanding presence, and the way how he was written in, that definitely showed it. And just the small little snippet we got of his devil fruit during the Paramount War. Obviously the man is already aged, but my God, if he was in his prime. And last but not least, and this one,
Aren't they doing
keep
a
in
movie
mind,
about that? What was like the God Valley War incident?
I don't know if it's a movie, but I know it's going to be a flashback that's
Well, we
coming
already
up.
saw some of the flashback where we
The
saw young
flashback, though.
Ivankov and young Kuma.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the flashback is coming up. It'll be next year in the anime.
Nice.
I did. I'm
Um,
pretty sure I did hear rumors about something like that though, like a movie. But I don't know if it's any like if it's like, you know,
it deserves to be a
reliable,
movie. No,
reliable. So
it deserves to be a movie. If it's not a movie, like I imagine they'll probably do this still in the show, but they should also do a movie of it because it deserves it
I
with
mean, it don't even have
what
to
that
be a
story
movie,
told.
right? It could just be
I mean,
like the fan letter type thing, you know, like a little OVA type thing.
No,
So,
no, Tyler, it would have to be a movie. It's
oh,
that
is
much
that
stuff.
that long?
It would
Yeah.
be
Okay.
that worth it.
Okay. I got you.
And don't get me wrong, Smoker, great choice. Garp, classic favorite, right? Even Fujitora was going to be one of my picks, but
I took him.
going with a going with a former Aokiji.
I knew you was gonna say Aokiji.
I've
He's
wanted
cool.
him to win so much more than fucking stupid ass Sakazuki
yeah, but we
on
knew it was
Hainu.
going to happen.
I still hated it. I was still rooting for him. Even when they announced the winner, I was like, "Come on, be cute, be Aokichi. It's gotta be
Well,
Aokichi."
it's funny, like right after they announced it, they said the Blackbeard pirates were hunting all these devil fruits, and Chopper was scared as shit. Like, oh no, they're coming
Yes,
after me! Like, you do know what you possess, right? You're good.
you're okay, Chopper. Don't worry.
Your devil fruit is literally unique to you, buddy.
The only
What's
thing they could have
interesting,
needed for was that sickly looking horse thing, but apparently it's a Pegasus now. Which, what
yes,
the hell would a Pegasus horse hybrid even look like anyway?
just
Yeah, ain't
itself
much
with
telling.
wings.
Yeah, it can talk, maybe.
Um, one thing I did notice is that we actually didn't choose any Cypher Pole agents.
I mean, screw them all. You know what I mean? Like,
I mean, they're just
well,
they're assassins. That's all they really are.
so I do have one, but it's not one of my favorites though, because like I feel like Kizaru and a few others was fighting for that third spot, but also like what's her name?
Still see.
Kalipa?
Yeah, Stussy. I was gonna say Stussy. Stussy is one
I
of
was
my
I
favorite
was
Cypher
surprised
Poe
you
agents.
didn't pick her. I was really
I forgot
surprised you
about her.
didn't.
Damn, Stussy, damn, she changed the way I look at Cypher Poe agents, not gonna lie, so
Yeah, fuck Khalifa, stupid soap bitch.
Yeah, I guess they kind of got to rep off with like two of the CP9 or agents that didn't get devil fruits.
What'd you say?
I just kind of feel like we got rep that two of the CP9 agents didn't get devil fruits.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah,
I don't know.
I
I
mean, really though, that was the thing, is like they were the minor agents, right? They were the ones that really couldn't do much.
I mean,
So,
Frankie had to use one of his Kuda burst colas to take that one down, and Chopper had to go full on monster point just to get rid of the other guy.
I mean, don't get me wrong, they're still CPs, right? They're still CP agents, so they're obviously going to be a cut above your average Marine.
yeah, and
But
fodder.
compared to what like Kaku and Khalifa did, Bluto and Kumadori, as well as Jabra and Fukuro, really didn't do much. Like, yeah, they were obviously obstacles for the Straw Hats to overcome, but in the grand scheme of things, they were never ones that were highlighted that much. So it makes sense where they didn't really get much more attention after that. Khalifa, we should have seen more of, but
Well, we
kind of
kind of do
weird.
in an SBS. Oda, somebody asked Oda what Khalifa would have looked like if she ate Kaku's devil fruit instead.
It reminds me
Yep.
now. I'm like, we was actually we actually wanted to like look at all the SBSs one day and like do an episode on it because I feel like it'd be fun to talk about like basically what everyone else is missing. You know what I mean?
So for the last question that we have though, and this one here is going to be um focusing on a generation. More so, in fact, the worst generation.
Okay.
But we don't want to include the Straw Hats, right? And so to make it fair, because there's only 9 other people that we can choose,
Wait, are we including Blackbeard?
we are going to include Blackbeard.
So that would be 10 then.
Are we gonna be able to choose the crews too? Did you ever decide on that, Nom?
Actually, so there would be, yep, 10 total people. And we will be choosing from their crews as well. So if there's anyone on any of the crews that you want to choose, I know that there's not a whole lot that we do know except for like Blackbeard and a couple from like the
I
Heart
mean,
Pirates, but
we know the Hearts, we know the Kid Pirates, the Blackbeard Pirates. Yeah, I think those are like the full details. Everybody else is just like we just know their captains.
Mm-hmm.
yep.
For me,
I
it's
feel like
But
the
it's
yeah,
Rouge
it's
is good enough.
What is it?
I feel like a Rouge didn't get enough spotlight. It's like we briefly saw him on a Skypiea island right before Kaido tried to kill himself.
I remember that. I don't
Yep.
remember seeing Rouge, but I remember Kaido. That's
It
been
was
a
a
minute.
brief, yeah, it was just like briefly there. He's
Yeah.
chilling on the cloud, and then Kaido's gonna jump, and then basically interrupt the meeting between Scratchman Apu, Basil Hawkins, and Kid.
Yep.
Okay. Okay.
But
Um.
anyways, that being said, whichever Tyler wants to take it away first.
Well, mine's kind of easy. Okay. So like I said, I'm a big fan of Law. I really like the Law pirates. Some of them, at least two of them. You know, the rest of them I don't give a shit about. But obviously Law and Beppo, they're two. If we're taking the Straw Hats out of this, they're two of my favorites. Of the Worst Generation. Um, I think that even though I hate him, like I really enjoy his his character as a villain, and that's Blackbeard. Like I feel like he is very like he's very unpredictable. Like we don't really know what's going on. He's very mysterious too. Like there's a lot that I like about him, but like it makes me hate him too because like he is kind of the villain, that we're going up against right now, kind of in a way. So I guess that would be my three answers. There's more too, but like that, I guess that's my three. That's my favorites. So
I would definitely say the Kid Pirates. I mean, for a show that talks about pirates, we don't see a lot of pirates murdering each other or the other cliche pirate stuff. Not that Toei would animate that anyway, but you really don't see a lot of that. Whereas Kid says, you know what, fuck you, I'm a pirate, I'm gonna do some fucked up shit. And we actually see that briefly, like right before the time skip.
Okay.
yeah,
Where he impaled people.
I mean, he definitely made a
Okay.
name for himself. You know.
Also, if you see the English dub version, he's the same guy that voices Urameshi on Yu Yu Hakusho, so that's definitely a bonus.
Nice.
Like when you actually hear him screaming, a little bit of the Urameshi comes out.
I was going to say I get it because they both like to yell a lot. So
Yeah. Also, I'm glad we see a little more of Bonnie's backstory.
hmm
He definitely tell her some character growth right after Egghead. Like she doesn't need to stay as an adult because she's more comfortable being herself around them.
Yep.
Yeah, I also like Bonnie a lot, but she just barely missed it.
Yeah, but I
I was
gotta
gonna
say,
say,
Law's bounty is kind of perplexing. Shouldn't it
you said law.
be five? What?
You said laws.
Yeah, I mean, his fruit is worth 5 billion berries, right?
I'm not
Don't you
sure.
Yeah.
think his bounty should be that much?
To an extent.
You can count it like if you was to get him right, like what if you got the bounty for his fruit and bounty for him? You know what I mean? Like what if you got double bounties, right?
Put him in sea prism stones. Carry around an apple with you. Shoot him in the back of the head, and then boom! Hey, world government, elbaph fruit. Give me the 5 billion.
But that's not how that works. It randomly spawns, right?
Well, no, it actually goes to the nearest fruit. You remember Punk Hazard where Smiley died, right? We see like a bag of apples, and one of them
Oh,
morphed into the to his devil fruit. What was it? The Salad fruit model axolotl.
huh. I never did know that. So I just I always assumed that it rent like it spawned in a random location or whatever, right?
Well, random in the sense of the nearest fruit, kind of a thing.
Well, I'm sure. I'm sure if it's meant to have a clearer interpretation that they will state it, but otherwise,
hmm It, it probably
I
doesn't
mean,
matter.
the evidence is right there, present for you.
Mm,
Goes to the nearest fruit.
Yeah,
I
I
mean,
don't know.
actually, you can kind of dive into it a little bit of it. Back in Annie's lobby, where Jabba's all, "Hey, get those devil fruits away from me! They could kill me." They're like, "Seriously? You do realize that it could only kill you if you eat that other devil fruit?" They're like, "Oh yeah. So what kind of power do you have?" And then it's like, oh, well, after a while, uh, Jabba's teasing Kaku about his new powers. Like, shut up, they're awesome.
They weren't. They weren't at all.
I mean, considering that he literally just got them and had had a lot of time to utilize it, he did a pretty good job with it. Not to mention, he had that fruit for like what, 2 years, and he was somehow able to awaken it. Something a lot of devil fruit users haven't been able to do, especially the Zoan ones.
Yeah, yeah. No, I mean, his mastery over it was quite respectable to say the least.
Yeah, like if I could think of the awakened Zoans, it would probably be like about 10. All the jailer guards, Lucci and Kaku. I want to say Kaido is awakened, but
Yep.
I'm not 100%
he
sure.
he awakened at the end or whatever, right?
Luffy, I'm not
No,
including the
he was
little.
awakened for a while.
Yeah. All right. Yeah. All right. So fine. Him. I'm not including the Gorosei because we don't know if they are.
It's not confirmed yet.
No, I mean, I think it might have been that they're not because a lot of times when you see a devil fruit user, like what you call it, do you remember when King and Queen debuted their devil fruits?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well, I
when
would
King
even go as far
transformed
as to
his.
say, I would go as far as to say too that even when we see what happened with Saturn, that almost kind of confirms that it's not actually that.
Well, yeah, but I was gonna say with King and Queen, when we see King transform into a Pteranodon, we see the name and model on there, Dragon model Pteranodon, and when Queen wanted to defend his what was it, Oishiriku in Udon, we see Dragon model Brachiosaurus.
Yeah,
So,
Okay.
so I think that's a factor.
definitely. But I think also too, just what happened with Saturn really kind of also highlights their powers are a lot different. Like while they may seem like devil fruits,
I think
they
the real question
differ
is, now that
in
we
their
have
depth.
Darling as the new Gurosei science dude, what demonic power is he going to get? Is he just going to get Saturn's old one? Or is he going to get something cooler?
It will
Hopefully
be
cooler.
interesting to see.
Like, I don't know, maybe like a Raiju. That would be kind of cool. Like a giant Thunder Cat.
Yeah, I mean, it would definitely be really cool to see something different. I think I think Oda will do that. You know what I mean? I don't see him reusing, Saturn stuff. So
Also, I mean, can you picture Garling in like a spider body?
No,
no, not really.
not at all.
Yeah, no.
All right, so to quickly get my three worst generation pirates before we talk any more about the Gorosei, uh, I'm gonna go Jewelry Bonnie, uh, Killer, and Beppo.
I knew you'd be saying
That
killer.
was one of the worst. No, he wasn't one of the worst generation.
Who?
Who?
Beppo wasn't one of them.
No. But it was Worst Generation and their crews.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yes, because again, it would have only been 10 different people. But yeah, no. So Bonnie, Killer, and Beppo. Don't get me wrong, I really do like Law, but at the same time, Beppo is just such an awesome character. And then he finally does this Sulong transformation at the end.
Yeah. Peak. Even
I,
yeah. I
I
mean,
don't
I
think that
love
we've seen the
Beppo.
last of them.
No, I gotta say, it was funny that the sniper guy just teleported himself right before Beppo attacked him. It's like, no, I'm not gonna deal with this.
He's
Yeah.
like, peace, I'm out, dog. Yeah, but yeah, Beppo. I'm glad you had him on your list too. So I love Beppo. He's so cool. He's literally the best pirate on the laws people. All the rest of them is like no name people, right?
I
So
gotta say, it was kind of funny that Oda put in a Beatles reference with Law's ship.
what's it
Yep.
called?
It was a yellow submarine.
Oh, okay. I like that. That was a good list though. Like I said, I think Bonnie's right there for me too. I like her as a character, especially after Egghead and all that stuff. So really, really great moments. So also Kuma, I forgot about him. I think I would put him up there in like the government stuff too. One of my favorites. I forgot. I think you can count him as that. So he was for a while, even though circumstances. So
Mm.
all right, Nam, is there anything else you want to talk about?
No, I think that's pretty much all we had because we did talk about quite a lot of other things too in between.
We could probably spend another hour talking about all this shit. We always do. But do you have anything do you have anything else before we get out of here?
No, thanks for having me. It was great chatting with y'all.
Hell yeah. Hopefully you had fun. We had fun. We always have fun when we talk about One Piece. Like I said, we like to get to know people. We like to talk about One Piece. Not
Thank you for
every
having me.
not every guest that we have on is fans of One Piece. So it's always a good time when we do have guests that like One Piece like we do. So but that's gonna be it for the Anime Degens episode. And as far as next week, you'll just be looking out for the rundown. I'm pretty sure, which we're coming up on the end of the spring rundown. We're actually going to start thinking about like, our summer schedule now. So like, if y'all have any like recommendations on shows that, we should probably maybe put on the docket, for,
Well, actually, there
nominations for
is one you
that.
might like. It's
Well,
about a chain smoking cat. Not sure if that's on your docket yet, but
Chain Smoking Cat. Is that coming up in summer?
July actually, yeah.
Well, what's the name of that? Well, I mean, we're probably not gonna watch that for the rundown, but I'm interested myself personally. So,
I forgot the exact name, but it's a
okay, I'll
cat
look it
girl
up.
that lives in an apartment who's
I
addicted
know what
on
you're talking about. I know what you're talking about. Okay, I know what you're talking about. I don't know the name, but I know what you're talking about now. So,
wouldn't
you,
surprise me if they just called it a chain smoking cat.
yeah, I thought you actually meant like a cat, but when you said cat girl, I knew what you're talking about. So, I am looking forward to that one. So, but yeah, me and Nom's gonna have to sit down and figure out like what our candidates are for the rundown coming up. So, as we're coming to the end, I think we may only have like a couple more episodes of the rundown before we switch. So, but
Yeah.
anyways, thanks for listening, y'all. Thanks for being on, Tyler, and we will catch y'all next time. Peace.